bitch.
Extra honest, extra unbiased, but a little bit shady. Go ahead, like and subscribe.
Hi you guys, welcome back to my channel. If you're new to my channel, my name is Del and you're here to be extra with Del. If you're new to my channel, I must let you know that I vlog about beauty pageants yearly and talk to you guys about my extra honest, extra unbiased opinions about the queens. And today, it is official. Christine Julian Opiaza of the Philippines is now the Miss Grand International 2024. To Thai people, not to some, to the Filipinos, yes, to some, no. Anyway, we're gonna be dissecting and reacting to the crowning presentation that happened, I think 14 hours ago, 18 hours ago, anyway, last night. And, you know, just kind of get a reaction. We'll react to that together, you guys. And also, across the Indian Ocean, Rachel Gupta also had her press conference. What a smart girl, you guys. She had her press conference with the media, the Indian media, and answered some questions in regards to the issue with Miss Grand International. So if you guys are ready, grab your popcorn, or something to eat, or drinks, I don't know, girl. But let's watch it together. This mess that continues to give us life, honestly. we hate messiness, but hey, you know what? We might as well make some sort of entertainment out of it, okay? So anyway, you guys, if you're ready to dive into this new drama, then hey, buckle up and let's go. First and foremost, a shout out to 𝐖𝐤𝐥𝐥 Opiaza, who was looking absolutely stunning last night, you guys. That dress that she was wearing was absolutely like a breathtaking vision to look at. I heard that it's the same designer that designed her final evening gown dress. I was like, really? That's like complete opposite of the of the gown that she wore during Miss Grand International. That was like super boring. And this dress that she's wearing, it's like absolutely just like magnificently like breathtaking masterpiece dress, you know? And I'm like, what? Anyway, but she was looking absolutely gorgeous, you guys. By the way, you guys, I've never noticed this, but she has this really massive vein on her forehead. What is that, you guys? It's really big. Is that something she needs to get checked out at the doctor or something? Let me know, you guys. I mean, I'm not trying to be nosy. I mean, we are nosy on this channel, but I just noticed that. I was like, oh my God, I wonder what that is, because it's unusually big, you guys. Look at that. I think I noticed that too during the Miss Grand International competition. I think during the backdoor interview, I thought I noticed like she had this vein on her forehead, but then I forgot. And then last night I saw it and I was like, oh wow, she has a vein on her forehead. I wonder what that is, you guys. And then you guys, those singers, I can't deal with those singers, you guys. Let's take a listen to the singers. God. Ah! Oh my goodness. She's like, make it shine! I am dead. I can't. All right, also, they did play the national anthem of the Philippines. That was kind of cringe. I mean, I'm not trying to disrespect the Philippines or the national anthem or anything like that, but it was just like, it felt like so pandering and just trying to kiss ass and suck up to the Philippines, you know? Because, you know, the Philippines has a huge like pageant fan base, you know, and it's also a huge, they have a huge fan base. I mean, just like India, it has a massive amount of people. So it's like, you know, so it's like they're doing everything they can to make the Philippines be on their side. You know what I mean? So it was a little bit cringy for me. But anyway, let's listen to 𝐖𝐤𝐥𝐥 Opiaza's speech, you guys.
This
very moment feels so surreal right now.
All right, you guys, I can't play the video because it's gonna get like copyright, so we're just gonna listen to it. Hopefully I don't get copyright for that too, okay?
I was in the same place like months ago, competing for my country, the Philippines, and hoping to make you guys proud. I am just one of those hopeful candidates to bring pride to my country, and I was able to take home the first runner-up crown. And I'm really, really grateful to have been part of the roster of such amazing
She's a great
women
speaker.
from all around the globe to be representing their countries. And of course, to be an international ambassador of the Miss Grand International Organization.
That
But
dress,
there's one thing I
so
want to share
stunning.
with you guys.
She looks like
I
a
just wanna
peacock,
make
kind of.
the whole room a little bit lighter. There was one specific event before when I was still a candidate. It was during the dinner. There was a question Papa asked me. He said, "Philippines, why so late?" I'm asking the same question back. "Papa, why
Well,
so
I can
late?"
answer that for you, CJ. You were not the best on that night. Like, that's just reality.
But kidding aside, I know best things happen for a reason. You just have to wait for that very specific moment. But you have to hold on and do whatever it takes. Before I signed up for this job, I know I was born ready. I am always ready. And
Okay,
now
she was
I'm
born
given the
ready.
Challenge, and I am taking that challenge and taking the responsibility to fill that shoes as your first runner-up, and now as your Miss Grand International 2024. Truly, it is an honor, but I know there will be challenges along the way. But I know I have my family with me, the Miss Grand International
Her
Organization,
family.
to be able to surpass
Careful
all
there,
this.
girl.
And of course, all the Filipinos,
Ah! The Filipinos! They're so loud!
all the Thai fans. my
Oh, there's no
fans
Thai
all
fans
around
in the
world,
audience.
My organization from the Philippines, my family, of course, my team is here. Thank you so much.
Oh, you're welcome. I'm kidding.
My designer.
That designer who
Making
ruined her
sense.
evening gown competitions
I know this
moment.
moment is so sudden. There's a moment of transition and change, but that's how we grow as individuals.
Shut up! I'm
And
kidding.
that's how we win in life. There are different versions and meanings of winning in life, but this is my golden moment. And this is a historic win for the Philippines.
Excuse me, there's a car outside that's playing loud music.
Mabuhay sa lahat ng mga Pilipino.
Oh, she's speaking in Tagalog, you guys. She's talking about Rachel Gupta. Oh, wow. You guys, she's talking about Rachel's armpit. Wow, I can't believe she's gonna go that. I'm kidding, I'm kidding.
Kayong lahat na sineselebrate itong pagkapanalo nating lahat.
Wow, there's a lot of Filipinos.
Para
But they're in Thailand, right? How did they get there?
lagi.
What boat did they get on? I'm kidding. You guys, there's that, she has that,
Para to sa
and this is when I started seeing the vein on her forehead, you guys.
And we will continue the legacy that Miss Grand International cemented over the years. The one and only.
The one and only. No, one and only is basically that's the motto. The one and only.
For
Okay.
the Philippines, your Miss Grand International 2024.
Philippines.
All right. So my opinion on this, you guys, it's a little cringe. Honestly, I mean, I love CJ. I think she was one of my favorites during Miss Grand International, but like during the finale, she was not the most, she didn't have the best performance. So sorry to say this to all the Filipinos who are watching me or who has been watching me, but she's not Miss Grand International. This is not a real crown. I know it is the real crown. They're passing it down to her. She has to fulfill, you know, like the, you know, somebody has to take the crown if the winner can't fulfill. It's not a real crown. It's not a moment. That's just reality. I mean, nobody's gonna remember this except the Philippines, but everybody around the world will always remember that Rachel Gupta killed her entire performance during Miss Grand International. She was perfect during the preliminary. She was perfect during the finale. So Rachel Gupta to me is still Miss Grand International 2024. I mean, Rachel Gupta is just one of those beauty that's just like, wow, you know what I mean? And then I question a little bit of some of the Filipino fans' integrity, you guys. Just a couple of, just before Miss Grand International 2024, many of the Filipinos are saying that Miss Grand International is a cooking show and that Miss Grand International is not even up to par to Miss Earth. And all these negative stuff about like Miss Grand is always like out of the mouth of many like Filipino fans. But then now they're like all about the one and only. That's really, really a 360 turnaround right there. You know what I mean? It's funny, like it's sometimes I question a lot of people and their integrity because it's like, you know, like all of a sudden, like it's all about Miss Grand International. Just a couple of years or just a year ago, they were calling it a cooking show. But, you know, it was a little bit really just a bizarre turn of events, really, honestly. And then I do think that she is a little bit more suitable to be Miss Grand than Rachel. I still, you know, we still have to base it on performance, and Rachel did an incredible job during the finale of Miss Grand. But I do think all in all, I think that CJ does possess the Miss Grand kind of skills. And, you know, first and foremost, CJ can dance, Rachel can't. And that's an important part, as you guys saw Luciana Fuster last year. She was working it, okay. And so I do think, and then, you know, CJ is also a pasarela coach. She's a runway coach. You know, she's teaching all these Thai queens in Thailand to how to walk. And she's trained so many queens recently that did incredibly well during Miss Universe Philippines 2025. So I do think that she's more suitable. But will we remember her as Miss Grand International 2024? I don't think so. That's just reality. And I like both of them. I'm not trying to stir up like any type of war or like any conflict, but I do think that people are going to remember Rachel Gupta more because of that performance and how all the vloggers, almost every vlogger, they all put her as number one. So to me, Rachel Gupta remains Miss Grand International 2024, even though I do like CJ also. So don't take this the wrong way. I just feel like it's just so, it's upsetting because it's like, not upsetting, but again, this is the whole women empowerment thing. You know, we love women empowerment, but to me, being in fashion, I see women all the time saying those type of like, you know, motto, women empowerment, we must empower each other, yada, yada, yada. But at the same time, once there's an opportunity that a woman can take, you know, all the glory and all the money and everything from another woman, they'll do it. You know, they'll forget about that women empowerment at that moment. So it's giving me that vibe. And, you know, CJ knowing that, you know, Rachel was dethroned, Miss Grand France was dethroned, Miss Grand Myanmar was dethroned as well. I mean, you throw in Opal Soshata as well as dethroned. You put Miss Argentina, Miss Universe Argentina there as well, getting dethroned. So there's just a whole lot of like, you know, like you have to question a little bit of like CJ's integrity a little bit. But I mean, you know, she comes from an impoverished family. She needs the money, so I don't blame her. All right, now let's cross that Indian Ocean and listen to Rachel Gupta's message to CJ Opiaza.
I'm sure she must be
Girl, I can't with Rachel. She's gorgeous. Look at this girl. She's gorgeous, you guys. No, seriously, I want to look like her.
Honestly, I'm praying for her. My heart is with her. I I hope to God that she does not experience the same thing I did. But the truth is that this is the organization that she's choosing to work with. And I have a lot of respect for her. She comes from a beautiful country, and I'm truly praying that she has a good experience with the organization. I want her to, my message to her is to please protect yourself.
Wear condoms. I'm kidding.
That when they show their true colors, which they will, I will be there for you.
Oh, okay, girl. Look at you, Rachel. So nice.
Yourself, and do not let anyone make you feel uncomfortable or targeted. I really think that the organization might try extra hard to give her a good rating,
right?
Because of all the negative press they've gotten. So I think they might try to prove that they're doing a good job with her, and they might, you know, give her an extra special reign and be more attentive. And I really hope that that's the case.
All right, you guys. So, I mean, to me, Rachel is not, she's not backing down, you guys. She is answering questions. She is spreading the words. She is out to get Miss Grand International, and I am all for it, you guys. I mean, you know, you might as well turn this controversy into your favor. Yes, she's no longer part of it. She might seem to appear as if she's a little bit maybe like bitter, but no, I think this is just really who she is. She is a daughter of India, and she is going to show she's gonna fight for India, and she's fighting for, not only she's fighting for herself, she's fighting for India, you guys. So she can take this moment and definitely use it just in case she, you know, she wants to go into another pageant, okay? Also she talked about like some of the smear campaign that, how she felt about the smear campaign that 𝐤𝐤 did. Let's take a look at that.
Launched an international online smear campaign against me, taking statements from people who have nothing to do with my situation to decredit me, to
with
ruin my
fake
reputation.
documentaries too.
They brought my family unnecessarily into this matter, dragging them
Yeah,
down.
that was the
They
thing.
tried to ruin my name and my reputation. They spread lies about me, my age, my background. Every single thing that they could have lied about, they did. But I'm doing this for all of the girls who are going to come after me, all of the girls who have the same dream as me. I want them to know what a disgusting organization this is.
Disgusting,
I want them to protect
okay.
themselves, and I don't want a single girl in the world to be in the same position that I was in. Because
Oh, she keeps saying world. Is that the next stop for her?
It means the organizers have no regard for your rights, for your safety, and no respect for humans whatsoever.
All right, you guys. She is a fighter. Oh my goodness. And that's another thing too. The childishness of that 𝐤𝐤, evil 𝐤𝐤, it's gone out of hand, you guys. I mean, we'll talk about a little bit more of that later, because he's got more childish comments about the Indian people, you guys. Ridiculous. I mean, I love this. I love a fighter, and I'm loving this, you guys. Okay, you guys, she also talked about some of the fake stuff that they released.
About me to try and save their reputation, making fake screenshots, posting lies about my age, my date of birth, anything to try and ruin my reputation, but every single obligation that was made of me. I never complained to them. I never asked them for something extraordinary. I never asked for luxury. I just asked for basic respect and basic treatment that you would give to a human.
Right, so I do believe that. Again, I said this in my other video, working under an Asian boss can be very, very shady, you guys. So, you know, I try to avoid that, honestly. But yeah, I mean, the whole thing about like 𝐤𝐤 is like, he's so petty and childish. He kind of reminds me of like, Trump, honestly. And he just puts stuff out there that are like just really more damaging to the Miss Grand International brand, honestly. And you know, Rachel's doing a good job in this press conference, you guys. She was so poised and looking absolutely stunning and was so well spoken. And then she also talked about the sexual harassment, you guys. Let's listen to that story.
organizers have a very long history of sexually harassing women in front of the whole world in terms of the kind of comments they make, the derogatory remarks. It started in, I guess, when their pageant started. There's a history back in 2015 with Miss Iceland, in 2022 with Miss Vietnam. And you can imagine when working with such an organization, two things are relevant is that number one, I had a front row seat to all these statements. When we were judging the Miss Grand Thailand shows, or any shows really, I have a front row seat to hear all of the disgusting, defamatory, derogatory remarks they make about women, about their bodies, about just the most irrelevant things. You know, it used to make me feel ashamed that I'm sitting next to these people.
Wow.
And it started with me pretty early on, of course. I understand that when you're in such a position, you need to maintain your physique, you need to maintain a certain thing that's in the contract, right? I'm not allowed to go above a certain weight or below a certain weight. But there is a way to handle that as well. They used to send their representatives to come to me to pinch different parts of my body. You need to lose weight here, you need to lose weight there. You know, this is looking a little bit fat, you're not looking good here, you need to change your body shape. They routinely encourage and actually in some cases even mandate plastic surgery for certain girls. I was never one to feel pressured by any of that, but you want to feel like your organization is giving you a safe space. You know, you have to feel like even if I gain weight or if my body changes, my organization supports me, and I've won because of my thoughts, my intellect, who I am as a person. But that was not true at all. And
so here's the thing, that's where it gets kind of difficult for me. I get that she, like, it's, you know, she does have a point that she shouldn't be treated like that, but this is literally, that's like the motto of Miss Grand, you know, having a perfect body is something what they really look for, and you know, and if you don't like it, then maybe you shouldn't have joined. But you know, that's the only thing that I am a little bit like on Miss Grand International side. But you know, like being derogatory and like probably like just trashing every contestant, that's probably true. I mean, hello, they were doing to her publicly, and they've done that to the other girls, both in Miss Grand Myanmar as well as the snake, Miss Grand France. Alright, she talks about her contract as well, you guys.
Actually use our voice for good, but it's been 7 months. I have only been to one country, that is
7 months, one country.
It makes it a question of whether they intended to uphold their end of the contract at all or not, you know. And when it comes to the payment, when you win, you're entitled to a certain amount of prize money, and the prize money in the contract is stipulated that you will receive the whole amount upon completion of your 1 year as their queen.
A 1 year?
But of course, you have to pay for a lot of things on your
right.
own, paying for your own food, your own clothes, your own like car rides. So many of the time you're living completely alone. It's not easy. So there is a monthly stipend which is promised. Unfortunately, that stipend was only paid to me for the first month, that is November, while all the top 10 girls were living in Thailand. After that, I did not see a single penny more. I was living in Thailand until the mid of December, and then I was there for another month throughout March. But I had to take care of all my expenses myself. It was really difficult because to explain to my parents that even after winning, I still have to rely on them for something as simple as food. Or if I'm traveling to the Czech Republic, I need to, you know, again ask for more money because I know the organization isn't holding up their end of the bargain and I haven't been paid at all.
Right, so that contract is shady, you guys. You're not gonna get your money until the end of your reign. I mean, to me, that's really shady, honestly. And of course, if you're somebody who just won, you're like, oh yeah, well, I'm gonna fulfill my entire year anyway, because you know, we're like a family, because that's how it feels in the beginning, you know, until, you know, they begin to act as if like, you know, you're their slave and stuff like that, you know what I mean? So they really do have you kind of caught in a trap with that contract, you know, like, it would make sense if like they can like divide it per month, not like receiving your contract at the end of the year. I've never heard of that. To me, that's a shady contract, you guys. You should get your prize award divided. It's kind of like a monthly salary. That's how it should be. Like, not at the, you know what I mean? Like, you're not like, she's not like a freaking like contractor or, you know, like people who build like houses and like buildings, you know what I mean? So even with that, they still have to like pay you like maybe like a certain percentage, you know, before the project is complete. So that's the shadiness there. Like, I see that as something really red, like that's red flag. I'm sorry, like that's just any contract that says like you don't get your money until the end of the year. Excuse me, because you know, they can decide to throw, that she should be entitled to the 7 months that she was, you know, like she was Miss Grand International. She should get that because she fulfilled those 7 months. So there's definitely lawsuit happening there, you guys. So, but then again, of course, Nawat decides to retaliate by making more childish reactions and like remarks. Just let's take a look, you guys.
เขาคงไม่น่ามืดนะไปวุ่นวายนะฮะคงจะละเมอฮะนะฮะแล้วก็ไม่มีใครเขาอยากได้แบบนั้นหรอกครับเพราะว่ารักแร้
She
น้อง
might not be black and messy.
นะ
She was.
She really smell armpit a lot นะกลิ่นมาเลยจริงนะฮะ
Does he really think that's funny?
อันนี้ไม่ใช่บูลลี่นะ
And
เป็น
he's
ปกติที่เราเคยบอกเขาให้ดูแลสุขภาพเพราะฉะนั้นเหตุผลมันไม่เพียงพอหรอกครับ
Dude, that's so disgusting. No, why? Why would you even say that? You're literally not just talking about her. You're talking about an entire country now. And saying black and messy? What? Are you like racist or something? Like, what the fuck was that about? No, I'm totally opposed to, that's not okay. See, that's why he needs to be taken down. Comments like that, ignorant stuff. I cannot stand for that, you guys. I may be rude and shady, but I am never, ever gonna condone this type of behavior, okay? And that's about it, you guys. It's official. The Philippines has their first Miss Grand International in the form of 𝐖𝐤𝐥𝐥, who I really love. I think she's a fabulous queen. But I really wanted her to win a different crown, not Miss Grand. Although she might be perfect. She is kind of perfect for Miss Grand though. But I just kind of wish she won that night instead, you know, because this makes it very, honestly, kind of irrelevant. But I don't know, you guys. I'm starting to really hate like Nawat and the way he's behaving. Just attacking people based on their like the stereotypes and stuff like that her armpit smells. I don't think, it doesn't look like Rachel Gupta smells. I mean, she looks like she smells good, actually. But, you know, like, he's obviously alluding to the stereotypes the Indian people has, you know, they smell. You know who smells? French people. You guys, I've been with a French guy. I've been with a French guy before, and he smelled really, really bad. I was gagging, and not in a good way, okay? I was gagging down there. And yes, French people smell, you guys, I'm telling you. Not all of them, at least. But the guy that I was with, oh, he smelled, you guys. Oh, but he was so hot. Oh. He was so cute, you guys. He was blonde. He was about like 6'2". And you guys, I'm not very tall. I'm only like 5'4". So when we were always together, it was so cute. We were like, I was like Pocahontas and he was like Captain Smith. Okay, what the colonialism is happening. Okay. Anyway, you guys, so I didn't like the fact that he made that comment about like her armpit and stuff like that again, you know, so that's like really, really childish. Anyway, you guys, so I mean, let's see how long this reign for Miss Grand Philippines, Miss Grand 2024 Philippines 𝐖𝐤𝐥𝐥 will last, you know what I mean? So I do think that they will try to like be very careful and be a lot more mindful of what they do and how they treat her. But I mean, I do think that CJ is going to be very cooperative because, you know, she needs the money and she's not doing this for Miss Grand International. She's doing this because she's a runaway coach. This will give her the credibility to train more queens in the Philippines or all around Southeast Asia. So she's a businesswoman. So she that's what she's in it. She's in it for that. So, and hey, do you, girl, okay? Anyways, queens, that's about it. This drama is just, it continues and it continues, and it's giving us a lot of things to talk about. And yeah, I think we've covered everything, you guys. And we literally covered 𝐖𝐤𝐥𝐿 𝐖𝐤𝐥𝐿's crowning moment, as well as Rachel Gupta's press conference. So again, thank you so much for watching this video. Let me know your thoughts in the comment box below, and yeah, give us your opinion so we can have a conversation as always, you guys. So anyways, thank you so much for watching. Like and subscribe if you haven't yet. And as always, stay beautiful and stay extra, okay? Bye, queens. Mwah, mwah, mwah.